Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to Mickey Flippins. I'm Mickey. Just doing a little clean out of my bookshelf right now. It needed work anyway. I had stuff falling out of it. So I got it at least cleared out. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet though. So I think I'm either going to put some collectibles there that I don't intend to sell and just use as like a cool YouTube background, but I found some cool books while I was clearing it out. A couple that I'm probably going to be listing, actually. Well, most of these ones, I think. The ones that were selling for at least more than 15 bucks anyway. But this was hiding in there. I remember buying this. Was that I think it was a church sale for 50 cents. I just thought it was neat. The book that tells you everything on how to operate a financially successful haunted house. Over 100 pages by Philip Morris and Dennis Phillips. I don't know. I wonder if that's the same. I wonder if that's the cigarette guy. But I don't know. Yeah, this thing's pretty. It was actually pretty cool. I held on to it because I liked it. That's why it was on the bookshelf. 1981 by Morris Costumes Incorporated, all rights reserved. Enlarged, revised, second printing. But anyway, I looked these up on the eBay, and torture chamber, and I was surprised. I only found the second, or the third edition, which would have been the one after this in 1985. And I think I saw one that sold for 50, and then right now people got these listed, that same third edition for 100. But I can't remember if there was one in sold or not. But this is, they didn't have this edition, so I don't know what I'm gonna list it as quite yet. But I'll probably list it after I read it again, because there is some of it's like, I feel like some of the info is like still actually useful if you did want to start your own haunted house. This is like a little good starting guide. There's some funny stuff in there and useful information. More than street, but yeah. So that was pretty cool. Cool little find in my own bookshelf. Sometimes you can pick yourself and you never know what you're gonna find. Found some cool Gettysburg stuff. Civil War Times Illustrated. The Gettysburg edition is probably a 100th anniversary or something. 1973. A couple of Gettysburg things. Probably do these as like a cool Gettysburg lot. If you're ever in the area, suggest going there. It's a fun stop. Fun, educational stop. Bookworms got to that one. Civil War Collector's Guide. These weren't selling for a whole lot, but some relics I bought in Gettysburg that were dug by Rick Savage, and then I had him sign it too. Rick Savage of Savage Family Diggers, if you ever saw that show.
Boom, baby! Today, we're in our home state of Virginia, on the hunt for Civil War artifacts.
Or, if you're a wrestling fan, he was a pro wrestler. Let's see. Civil War Courtship. Couldn't find that, so I did a image search, so I don't know what that's going for yet, but the Gleam of Bayonets. Don't know how that got in there. Civil War Journal of Lieutenant M. Russell Tuttle. Battling with keeping this one. Just for, same thing with this one, battling with keeping this. But the only ones I found two listed for $150. And just a neat old unit history book of the 17th Airborne. But if I can get 150 bucks for it, I'll probably let it go. So these are some cool art books. Oh, this one's really cool. The Magic Bed Knob, or as Disney people might recognize the title, this is what became Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
How does she do that? Because she's a witch. That's the sort of thing witches do. Sound the advance!
How to Become a Witch in 10 Easy Lessons. Story by Mary Norton. It's a first edition. Condition's a little rough, so I think these go for. It's got to be worth at least 30-40 bucks in this condition. I think the mint condition first edition was selling for like 100 or more. It's a neat book. I love those old books like that, especially the movie. If you've ever seen the movie, it's a great movie. With what was it, Linda? No, Angela Lansbury, right? Yeah. But this is a local piece from Corning, New York. That's kind of cool. It's got a soldier on there, the Gaffer, which is the glass district down there. This is different. Deed. You can own a piece of the Gettysburg battlefield. 1 square foot. These were sold in the 50s at this guy's gift shop. What's that guy's name? Charlie Weaver. Yeah. Right? Yeah, Charlie Weaver. But anyway, you know the guy with the bar toy, the bartender toy that everybody has bought or sold at least once probably by now. He was a huge Civil War nut, and he used to have a little relic store in Gettysburg. Neat little fun fact. But you could buy these at his shop. And I think I got a couple of these laying around, but I'll probably put that up on eBay here soon. And a Life magazine with a paratrooper on it from 1951. That's probably going to go up there on eBay. But yeah, so. Oh, and I splurged. I got records to ship. Or records to list. Vinyl records. So I splurged and bought some of these fancy record mailer doohickeys. Because I've sold a few records on eBay recently, and they were a pain in the butt to package correctly. So I didn't have many listed, but I've got a lot to list, and I was holding off listing them because they were such a pain in the butt to ship. But I've got some good ones like Kiss and other, good ones that are probably 20-30 bucks or more that I probably would like to list, but they're such a pain in the butt to ship. I splurged and spent the $50 for fancy record shipping boxes. So hopefully that will help, because mainly it was becoming a time issue, and my profit margins on records already aren't that huge, especially on the $10 ones. So, and they were taking I was having to make my own fancy little boxes, and it was taking 10-15 minutes. It was just too much work for what I was getting in the end after my eBay fees and taxes and stuff like that. So I spent $50 and I got 100 of them, so that should last me a while, I'm assuming. So, and I found them right on eBay, so that's cool. Well, this one I knew this wouldn't take too long. Just sold my Farrah mug for $16.50, free shipping. I paid 50 cents for that at a yard sale, so happy with that. Also just sold 2 of these. I had 8, so I think that brings me down to, I now have 5 left. 5 sets of these Chip and Dale 100th anniversary Disney plushes. I just sold those for $19.97. And this sold Mark's Happy Time Silo. Even broken, which I did disclose in the auction and took very good pictures, so hopefully they were paying attention and read. But it sold for $15, free shipping. I already sold the chicken coop last video for $30 some, $39 I think. So now I just need to sell that barn and I'll be good to go. Okay, now at least I got the light for this GoPro when I'm in the garage now. This sold this, a little silver. It's silver weighted, it's weighted silver. But it was from a fancy brand, Cartier. Let's see, yeah, Cartier weighted sterling silver. I sold that for 100 free shipping. And I paid $10, so pretty happy with that. What else? Got some uniforms I need to grab. Okay, I just sold this 45th Infantry Division HBT shirt for $145 free shipping. HBTs are always a good buy, so I need to take that in. And this coat. This is a really salty M1943 field jacket. It has seen better days, but I sold that for $40 free shipping, I believe. That 40 or 45, I gotta look again. But normally these would go for more, but like I said, conditions pretty rough. So it's either it could be going to a reenactor that doesn't mind spending $40 to beat the thing up reenacting, or somebody that's just looking to do a display, like a combat display of a salty soldier. So got more stuff in this drawer, but I just sold these vintage CDs, the best of Godzilla 1944 through 1975, and the CD for I think 1984 to 1985. So I sold the set for $29.97. I think I paid $1 for both of them. So that's a good little sell. Okay, so minor correction. I only sold 1 Chip and Dale set. I did have 2 sold, but the buyer canceled before I shipped. So I guess at least they did it before I shipped, which is nice. If you're going to cancel, at least you're going to do it that way. So, but one thing I noticed is it's still showing up in my need to ship and my eBay. So I did a quick Google search on that. Apparently that's a common problem that eBay's known about for a couple of years, and apparently they haven't fixed it. So that's cool, I guess, but I'm going to contact customer service in the morning and see what they can do about it. Somebody else also said it, until the cancellation actually goes through, it'll show up like that, but I want to call customer service just to be sure. So I guess there's that little issue, but again, at least it wasn't shipped yet, so. Here's the record that sold, American Graffiti, or the soundtrack to American Graffiti anyway. It's a pretty cool cover. I guess you could cut it out or cut the seams, and you'd have a cool poster of a roller, what do you call those? Roller hop disco things. No, this was before disco. That's a great soundtrack, though. Really good movie, too. That guy, he went on, the director of this movie, he wanted to make some space movie that was pretty good. And it's sold for $24.97 free shipping. So that's not too bad, I guess. I generally don't pay more than $1 for records, or try not to. So yeah, definitely a lot easier. Just sold this Marines hat for $16 shipped. Paid $2 for it at a yard sale somewhere. Speaking of some space movie that did really well, for that American Graffiti director, just sold this little lady here. Princess Leia, vintage 1970s Kenner, made by Kenner, Princess Leia doll. She's a little rough looking.
Why, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder.
But sold her for $14.99 free shipping. Paid $3 at a flea market. So not a huge profit, but yeah, selling Star Wars is always fun. And this will probably be the last sale of this video. But yeah, I just sold this. Pretty cool. This is a Navy deck helmet, is what they call that. The deck crewmen would wear these on the flight decks of aircraft carriers and other planes to protect, you know, for some protection and ear protection. This one was unique because it came with this really neat special flying like headset. Normally I buy these and they just have like ear muffs on them. They don't have these fancy radio like headsets, but sold that for $125 free shipping. This is something I probably paid no more than, when I broke it down, I bought 3 things with it, 3 things for $100, and I've sold the other 2 for like $500. So this is just pure profit, whatever I got for it. So happy with that. But yeah, all right, guys. Well, I think that'll do it for this video. I hope your New Year's has started off well with some sales, some good sales. I guess I can't complain as usual. Nobody'd listen anyway. So, especially today was over $100 sale plus the other couple things I sold. So cannot complain. So I hope everything's going great with you guys. Let me know how your year's starting out in the comments if you want. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, click the like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. I don't care. Do it. But this is my goal for the week anyway. I gotta get, this is my needs to be listed shelf, and it's a disaster right now. So I'm just gonna try to power through this because a lot of it's stuff that it just doesn't excite me, and it's a habit I'm trying to get myself out of. Just list it, and part of the problem is a lot of the stuff doesn't have like super high sell-through rates either. So I'm like, but it's taking up room on the shelf and it needs to get out of here. And it's not going to sell if it's not listed, right? So I got to get on that. So I better get to it. And plus I still got to edit this video. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch you next time.